Buenas noches a todos. Welcome back to Tom Plays EU4 for Absolute Beginners. We're back with Spain, just contemplating an attack on Great Britain. Just looking at the size of their troops there. This can actually carry 61 troops though, can't it? So yeah, we will still have more. Plus I'm actually hoping we'll have naval superiority, which is normally something I wouldn't even consider when dealing with the British, but we have put a fair bit of work into this new fancy navy of ours. So the question is, are we better off with a direct approach, or would we be better off going somewhere where we'll have time to bring our troops down? I'm thinking direct. I think something's gone wrong with our gold mine, which is a shame. I also think it's Free Monarch Point Day, which isn't a shame. Military support. Okay, well, let's try it. You never know till you try it here. So who is on their side? The Papal State. That's fine, we can deal with that. We're going to do imperialism, and we're going to try and take the capital, London, and I'm going to ask Prussia to join in. I'm going to land in Kent. I'm going to try and fetch the rest of his army as soon as I can, and then I'm going to try to patrol and take down any naval forces they've got trying to cross the channel. Try and use their greater strength against them, in effect, keep them bottled up on their little island, if possible. I haven't seen anything to indicate that their navy is more powerful, so we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, who knows what Prussia might come up with. Yeah, pretty powerful bunch. Okay, there's a claim on Ida. Yeah, I don't mind having a claim. Don't care much what Kano think of me. Actually, they're currently guarding the only remaining colonisable lands. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Might as well land. Okay, well, this looks hopeful. I'm sure there's an enormous British army knocking around somewhere, but it at least doesn't appear to be here. So that's something. So if we can land our full army at least in Kent. And we just need to keep an eye out for British troops landing somewhere. Right, they've got the Papal State kind of counting on... I don't necessarily need to, do I? Have a general left. So I suppose in theory I can attack the Papal State with them. Why not? Unfortunately means we won't be able to get the Proclaim Holy War either. Well, never mind. Not a big problem. Let's get started. So yeah, while the main objective of this is to take the Mexican colonies especially, and any colonies we can get from the British, I wouldn't mind getting some kind of beachhead on the island of Great Britain itself. Okay, what's this? That's Papal State, fair enough. Not too worried about them. So I'll start my navy moving around. There is an option to like patrol looking for enemy ships, but I think that might be a DLC thing. Yeah, we can do protect trade, but that's about it, I think. Touch up, so, and there is a start patrolling. Alright, I see, so we can sort of patrol back and forth. Fair enough. So yeah, in effect, by the sounds of it, we can... So we're sat somewhere, we click somewhere else, and then we click start patrolling, and it should start going back and forth along here. Which I think is probably a pretty solid way to do it, because it should make it hard for Britain to avoid us. Okay, here's where we may be in trouble. Let's head back and see if we can take them down. Better than facing them on the castle at least. Oh yeah, that's pretty definite. Beat them very quickly actually. So the only problem doing the patrolling is we're not blockading them. Which I have to say would be funny. But then if we can keep them in the channel, that's a good start. Oh my goodness. Right. Looks like the British are getting pretty handily defeated by the Prussians and just about everybody else. Oh, that's good. I'm just thinking if we can stop the English having, the British having naval superiority, then there's nothing to stop our allies from landing on the island. We've still got some sizable armies here, but they don't seem to be able to handle ours. Okay, we've got a pretender army, which is annoying, but you know, whatever. I will have to pull out of this siege. On the plus side, we can damage the Papal State while we're at it. Okay. It's like Austria's landed. They actually seem to be winning there, but only temporarily. At the same time, not that keen to give up this siege right now. What's military access? I actually don't mind. What's this? Spanish Canada? No, it's fine. Leave it be. Come on, I need to go find some armies. Thank you, finally. do this. Prussia and Spain on the warpath. Okay, looks good. Looks good. It looks very much like we're going to utterly crush them. Which is always what we like. So what else is happening? What about in the Americas? Okay, so they made a few inroads into Spanish Canada. They've got quite a big army. But we're heading into English Louisiana. We've already taken British Columbia. So yeah, this looks good at least. British Mexico, they have some quite big armies, I have to say. But then again, so do we. And we've certainly got more nations on our side. Cool. France attacking pirates. No complaints there. Wouldn't mind getting that enclave. But it's not a huge deal. So yeah, the thing with Kano, I was kind of thinking there's these provinces, these could still be colonised. So if we could just take this one province which we now have a claim on, that would actually give us access to these and our colonists would have something to do. On the plus side, it doesn't look like Kano is doing anything with them, to be fair. But nonetheless. Prussia's doing a really good job here, actually. I'm just going to try and help as much as I can. Just come up the other way and need to go down and help Austria as well. Yep, that's the plan, guys. Prussia's sieging that castle. I am going to come up next to them and take the land. Basically stop you getting through. So what I can do is Austria landing more than 0.8 thousand troops at a time. No, I don't think so. I'm just letting you walk past. Troops don't actually seem that good. Now where are you going? Apart from apparently escaping towards Hull. Oh yeah, we had Pretender rebel wars, didn't we? I had forgotten. Where are you going? Oh right, London. That's what's the obvious place to retreat to, but nonetheless, not planning to let you stay there. I'll head towards Cornwall next. They should have a job running away from there at least. Good. Because us taking Portugal back is old news. What on earth is France doing? I know they have military access, but I didn't expect them to have troops all the way through my country. They're not even fighting anyone. So better not be the precursor to an attack. I'll be very annoyed. So unless we take this land either from Kano, then that will be the last colony we ever do, I think. Oh, there are some other options here actually. So France has managed to keep themselves an opportunity to make some more. Yeah, well. Hang on, is that Britain's Navy actually winning? Can't be having that. Take you down. So now back to blockading, because I'm no longer particularly worried about them sending people over. Split my armies so we can take these areas a bit faster. Papal State. Well, I don't know, it depends what you're offering. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm that fussed about that, honestly. Sevilla has insulted us because, you know, why not? Why not insult the people who can easily take you out? I don't know where you're taking, York. Oh well. Not to worry. We have won the Siege of Genoa. Good to know. Can't get to Roma at the moment. To head into Ireland. Apparently we've lost a siege. Excellent minister. Wonderful. Skill-free diplomatic reputation +1. That sounds good. Sounds really good. Hang on a minute. Let's go for the one that's actually cheaper. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I see. But what's it, have we? A ship. I shall bring my ship round forthwith. Just as soon as I have defeated this one again. Yeah, sorry Papal State, but not very happy with not anything about the way you've been behaving, in all honesty. Plus I think my allies find you rather easier to attack. Right, we'll get across to Worcester. There we go. So now I can start taking Worcester. just bring the boat back around. Revolt. Okay, I can ignore them or I can lower taxes. I don't mind lowering taxes. Full up on military technology. Sorry, on military power, but we also have a new military technology, so that's fine. Oh, we've got mixed order, Napoleonic and drill infantry. None of them are obviously Spanish. Or Napoleonic. At least France is close to Spain. Ooh. That isn't good. There's a sizable British army there. Okay, I better go get my main army. On the plus side, if a ship gets here in time, I should be able to isolate them on the island. And I'm not sure if my ship's actually gone. Oh, there it is. Cool, so they can't actually move. I can reform my army. And we can finish taking Inverness. Hopefully. I can make a new bunch of states. Oh, cool. There's the papal state wanting to make peace again. You see, people would be much more interested in making peace if you weren't always keeping war. What have we got? Fur trade dwindles, so we can cut down all the trees, or we can finally settle on the farms. I guess we'll do naval supplies. Sorry, I suspect it's more lucrative though. Okay, Neapolitan revolutionaries. Well, that's a bit of a pain. On the plus side, they're attacking the Papal States army. So... not so bad, I suppose. Come on, Inverness. So this is giving the colonies time to put everything down. I'm very sorry, Papal State. I do try to be a loyal Catholic, but you have an unfortunate habit of joining in with my enemies. Doesn't really leave me particularly inclined to cut you any slack. Okay. Colony has finished. There's actually no more colonies to take right now. Florida revolutionaries. Huh. That's what it's nice to have a look at the state of England. Looks good. Why am I not attacking? I would love to know. Alright. Thank you. Right, I suppose I should go and deal with the Papal State, shouldn't I? Really? Excessive. Right, so what's happening over here? Well, Rome hasn't fallen yet. You're complaining a bit much, considering you haven't actually technically entirely lost. Okay. Right, I obviously need to bring my ships over. Stage. which is going to free the British troops to come over from Ireland. Okay, Roma is now done for. He's fine. And even Britain's offering peace terms now. Right, so they're going to renounce a claim, they're going to give us a ton of money, which is fine, great. No big issue there. How about releasing Ferrara? I quite fancy seeing you get a bit less powerful. At the same time, I do want to make friends with you again. Slightly confusingly. Alright, so Britain's offering us peace. Not going to get it though, are they? Realistically. Especially because they're only on 94 now. Okay, let's take down their navy again. What have we got here? Construct the Panama Canal. Do we have the money? Oh, brilliant. Let's do it. Go for it. Construct the Panama Canal. No complaints there. As well, split this army and take Perth as well. Secession is Ferrara. In fact, you kind of wonder if Ferrara might be up for a bit of vassalisation, considering we just freed them. Orchestra's proceeding at a faster rate than expected. Cool. I'm really happy about that. Okay, we've lost the siege of New Orleans. New Orleans. Go for it. They're used to having this alert permanently here, but I think it is just about the Panama Canal. I suppose to be fair, we can just tell them to stop notifying us. Okay, right, let's put this together because I do want to stop it, please. Even if it is going to cost us the earth to do it. Give me a contribution to help. But while we're being disloyal, let's raise additional levies as well. So I'm guessing we have an army somewhere here. Cool. Russia's made it to the mainland, which is good. Do we actually need to carry on fighting Britain, I wonder? We're on 99% and we're probably never going to get any higher. So maybe we should actually see what we can get from them. Okay, suggested demands. They give us Havana, which is fine. Baton Rouge, concede colonial Mexico and give us a load of money. Okay, well, I mean that's nice, but let's start with what we actually need. So firstly we need Mexico. Caribbean would also be good, as would Colombia. Apparently we can't have all of them. So we can get Mexico and Colombia. Okay. But world, not the Caribbean. Right, fine. Can I also get Cornwall? I can get Cornwall. Can I get Kent? I can actually get Kent. Okay. I was thinking Kent would give us a beachhead onto Britain. We also get Havana and Guam. Okay, to me that looks good. Let's get ratio. Right, okay. I think I can accept that. Bits, aren't we? New Spain has gained some liberty, desire, not sure about the British revolutionaries or what they're doing in my land. Yes, you can have military access. So, missions fulfilled. We've conquered the Aztecs, we have conquered Tarasca. So I think we've officially completed the entire mission tree now as of 1786. Cool. Right. So now, well, this is interesting. Now going to have a few things to do, I suppose. But on the plus side, it looks like obviously got much bigger colonial nations now, which should make it even easier for us to take Britain down next time if we want to come back for English Louisiana, all the 13 colonies. Right, apparently we've got a couple of problems. Norwegian separatists trying to take one thing and British revolutionaries trying to take the other. Not really what I signed up for, but fine. Okay. Yes, Prussia. Tomi separatists, not really our problem. Noble rebels, not really our problem. You might think they're our problem, and I'll be very upset if a separatist win out. But I really think we need to focus on these lands for now. Right, so I'm going to leave one there. Is there any way to get a general for this army? There is. Good. Let's send them up to Iceland. I suppose I technically don't need an admiral anymore. Probably never did. I'm not gaining Kent just to lose it to some random revolutionaries. Thank you very much. Right, so we've got a lot of uprisings here. See, so New Spain. Let me give you some subsidies. Spanish Colombia likewise. Just hoping it will help you deal with the uprisings. New Granada too. There we go. It's Nova Scotia, that's not our problem. Well, I do wonder if Scotland should actually be the next target. Yeah. I suppose we'll see. Santa Fe. Okay. So apparently the first effect of us taking these lands from Britain is for them to have uprisings everywhere. Wonderful. Just what we wanted. Really just hoping the colonial nations can deal with them. Especially with the extra subsidies. We'll see. I can't really spare an army right now. Kind of got my own things to deal with. I'm going to be handing out more subsidies at this rate. Or arguably even taking an army over. So it's an option if I'm absolutely forced to. It'd be nice to think that they were mature enough to deal with it now, but then the sheer number of revolutionaries we're getting suddenly, and separatists and such like, does kind of imply that we might need. So what's the High Liberty Desire? Is that New Spain? Right. Well, the subsidies might have helped with that, but we should probably improve relations as well. Even less likely to help them if we've got a High Liberty Desire, to be fair. Maybe they should just deal with their own problems if they want to be independent. Okay. That's good, insofar as it goes. Yes, of course. Right, what else? Let's have a bit more stability. Might help a little with the uprising, you never know. Unless we don't affect them, because they're not technically our uprisings. Might just be the whole Age of Revolution thing, I suppose. Okay, well, Prussia helped us, so let's improve relations with Prussia, and let's just check France. Is there anything nasty we can do to France? Nothing much. Fair enough. What about Ferrara? Ally them. We might be able to vassalise them. Do we want another vassal? 6 out of 6 diplomatic relations. Same time though, you know, maybe a vassal wouldn't be a bad thing. They say they like us enough to be the vassal. Manchu military. Oh, I forgot these counted as hang on, Spanish particularists. What did they show? I'd forgotten that the asking for military access counts as a diplomatic relation. So I should cancel that now. Should also mean we're no longer losing diplomatic points. What's this? Siberian separatists in the land of the Timurids. Okay, cool. Well, let's go to Tomsk and put an army together there. And special separatists. More separatists, more separatists. That is a lot of separatists, it really is. I'm quite astonished by the sheer number here. Wonderful. Trying to decide whether I ought to be sending an army over. I'm honestly thinking maybe I should. Although maybe I should get rid of the Admiral first, because we don't really need him. No, maybe if I bring this army over just to help out. Possibly one of these, actually. Yeah, let's grab this army. Rather than that one. And have the leader. I was thinking it's likely to be revolutions there. Like English separatists or something. Yep, I know the drill. Separatists everywhere. I'm about to send an army over to try to help. So, New Spain, high liberty desire. Poland doesn't like us as much as I would like. Let's improve relations with them. I do Naples as well. Don't think I need diplomats right now. We will see how many... Oh, right. There's a fleet there that's meant to be protecting trade. Yes, I know. That's why I'm coming over. Because I've honestly, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. I think even the Netherlands wasn't quite this bad. It's literally, it's just the areas we've taken from Britain, isn't it? That is pretty amazing. And it leaves you wondering whether it was worth taking them. I suppose it fulfilled the mission tree for us, if nothing else. Yes, well, I can't really do anything until my boat arrives. It's a little questionable how much I can do even then, but at least I'll be helping. Spain noble rebels. It doesn't look like we've got the entire army, and unfortunately, because I wasn't checking very carefully, we brought the smaller part of the army over, so I better go back and fetch the rest now. Okay, so I managed to deal with one uprising for them. Not amazing, I have to say. Still give me time to recover some manpower and bring the rest of the army around. What are you doing? Are you? Yeah, well, why are you still sat there then? Feudal Kingdom. Great. We've got a wonderful opportunity to upset the Pope even more. 27 noble rebels. I think I can carry them. If I give them the good leader, really all this shit out of the way. Just seriously, if you're not going to do your mission, that's fine, but don't just sit where I'm trying to load troops. I think maybe they're sitting there because they haven't yet recovered their ships, because we've got no sailors, which is fair enough. Right, so let's move that general back over here. Is there anyone we're in a position to attack at the moment? I don't think there is. Unfortunately. Give it time, Bo. Yeah, we've made the nobility even more disloyal, which isn't good, because it means it's going to take even longer for us to get back to a normal recovery of manpower. Well, it's good to see we're not the only ones. We're having a slightly difficult time all of a sudden. Ah, Mexico, I see. Looks like some of these separatists have succeeded. In fact, it looks like all of them have succeeded. So having gone through all that to get this land back off Britain, we've now just lost it all. Well, gee, thanks. Thanks to you four, I really appreciate that. Great, fine. I guess we'll start taking them out bit by bit. Oh, I see we've lost these as well. Yeah, you can be allied with whoever the heck you want. I am unimpressed. So yeah, let's start with Mexico. Biggest state. No. Well, you are, but I suspect you're one of the nations that's just been formed by separatists, which makes me very disinclined to give you any favours whatsoever. It's on your mercy we've still got Panama. How are we doing that canal, I wonder? Good. Make me bring an army over. Then I shall jolly well use it. Invest in the naval force yet again. Our final colony has finished. Who's this? Mexico. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be accepting anything other than like complete annexation, to be honest. Also, was that person you were allied with, to be fair? Who was that? Okay, let's just slow things down a little. Brilliant diplomat. Well, we don't need another diplomatic relation at the moment, so let's just take the papal influence. Okay, so who are we actually fighting? Just Mexico. Right, that's fine then. Nice and simple. Yeah. Probably isn't enough, but at least we have got some of our cores back. Oh yeah, forgotten about that. We were changing culture in a few provinces, weren't we? Louis becomes Berber. Probably best not to be honest. So we've got yearly inflation reduction on national tax modifier. Don't actually have any inflation, so I think the national tax modifier is the obvious one until we get a +3 advisor instead. Okay, so Mexico still exists apparently. What to say about all this? This is just insane. Tommy. Right, yeah, sure. Let's conquer them next. Canal in New Granada delayed. That's regrettable. It doesn't seem to be telling us what effect this is actually having on it. It's not saying, you know, date of finish change or anything. Okay. Good. Come on, New Spain, join in, partly taking this back for your benefit. Good. Okay, that's not too bad then. Maybe they don't need us. Nice to think they didn't really. There we go, 100%. Right, I want... Yeah, and that one. I'm done keeping that one. Oh well, never mind. Right, well, on that somewhat annoying note, we'll I guess I'll leave it there. Might get back to taking these places back next time. It's a bit annoying because it'll probably keep us occupied until more or less the end of the game, and I would have quite liked to have had another pop at France and Great Britain, really. Possibly Scotland as well, seeing as they managed to do quite a bit of colonising. Oh, I think England has taken quite a bit of theirs back. So yeah, would have quite liked to get these back. I wasn't expecting this entire thing to just explode as soon as we were given it. It would have been nicer if it could have exploded while Britain still had it, but there you go. Perhaps that would have been far too fair. It would be quite nice to take this bit of French Africa as well. Not to worry. The only other thing we were doing, we were going to vassalise Ferrara, weren't we? Yeah, that's good. Doesn't look like we've got too many diplomatic relations still either. Cool. So we've got a vassal, 4 junior partners and 1 ally now. Alright, so we can never vassalise Savoy. Fair enough. Bit of a shame. But at least we should be able to keep this out of the hands of the Papal State now. And it will give us an extra bit of assistance when they side with our enemies against us again. Seems to happen far too often. I suppose we could try allying. Oh, they're rivals of Prussia or something, aren't they? Oh, not anymore. How does Prussia feel about them? Fighting a liege and they don't like France. Okay, let's ally the Papal State then. Worth a try. Maybe they'll be less keen to attack us. We'll lose a diplomatic point every month because of it. But to be fair, I'm not really planning on getting another diplomatic idea, and we're massively ahead in diplomatic technology anyway. Thinking of going military ideas next, assuming we have time. Let's check we don't have any +3 advisors. Oh, we do. Really prestigious with one as well. Cool. Just want to keep us going towards maxing out the technologies as much as we can. So yeah, I might leave this army here for now to help them retake their lands. Not sure what we're going to do in terms of other things, whether to attack France, whether to think about attacking England again. So they got the armies in place for England. Could of course try and carry on victimising Portugal, but it feels a bit mean at this stage. As France is still a fair game. We could also try to take this land from Kano. That's a possibility, actually. So we could start colonising again. Might be worthwhile. Anyway, we'll leave that for next time, because yeah, I'm reasonably keen to take these lands back if we possibly can. It should be quite easy to do, maybe even quite quick. It's just whether we're then going to get loads of separatists again, or whether that was just a one-off event. So yeah, but anyway, we'll leave it there. I think we're now 30 years from the end of the game. Mission tree fulfilled. And the world looking remarkably Spanish on the whole. Lots of yellow. There's still plenty more we could do. Absolutely. But yeah, looking good. Not bad. Not bad for a basic playthrough. Right, I shall leave it there, and yeah, see you next time.